Okay. Hello, hello. I would say good morning, but we're approaching. We're past 8 p.m. Hello. You're wondering where the hour was? Well, you would know where the hour was if if one was to check my announcements on the Discord. Thank you for the head pat. So I'm kind of excited for this. I've been kind of excited for this for a long time, but now I'm like, yo, that'll hit hard. That'll hit hard.
The cutest satin declares, Owlkaline 3.
Assembly. Yes. Assembly. Now, it's I think it's gonna feel like going back to my roots. My rootma. Rootma. Actually don't. Maybe later. Because I'm gonna have to like manage all the Windows stuff and all the rendering stuff like kinda manually, I think. And actually that's kind of scary. Because I didn't think. Oh no, I haven't thought. Oh no. The no think. You're triggered by the Pico. Why? Why? Is this not a progression? You start as assembly and eventually you get to a higher level language and you get to Pico 8. And not only that, like all of the letters are the same except for like one letter was changed. Is Lua. Lua is also assembly at some point, no? Yo, what the? Nani? Yo. Yo, Yuki. Hello. Fishing and robo raid. Yo. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How was your stream? Did you find the bug? Sorry, I read the title and then I viewed like 5 minutes and then I was like, I have to be doing things. So I didn't get to catch much of it. But yeah, how did it go? How did it go? And Robo by the sounds of it as well. How did your stream go? Hopefully they went well. Oh, that's my alarm. Oh, alarm up. Yo, thanks for the follow. And Anima Rain and Dark Fox H. The bug did show up. Congrats. At hour 3 and 5. Oh, is it like every prime number except for the first hour? Imagine. You can't use footage because you forgot because you can't use footage because you and TTS were yapping. Oh, I see. I see. You'll record off screen. Yeah. Good luck with that. I hope you find it? Question mark. Like, I hope you get it. Get to trigger it again so you can see what's up. It sounds pretty cool. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire and I found a few bugs in that one and some of them are truly game breaking. The second Slay the Spire, that is. But yeah, today, some Chip8. Some Chip8. I haven't done any Chip8, so I'm gonna have to start off by setting up like a whole windowing system and working out how to just like draw raw pixels, I think. I'm not sure. Like, yeah. You got attracted by assembly. Yeah. I mean like this project's been on my mind for a while now. Because I more recently I've become very drawn to the analog pocket, I think it's called, and I really want to buy it, but it's like kinda hella expensive, and so I figured I better learn how to make some emulator shenanigans and then like upgrade from there, and then maybe at that point it's reasonable to get an analog pocket. Not sure. Are you making anything in Chip8? Probably both. We'll probably be doing both. Yeah. Because like I don't know anything about assembly, and in order to make a VM with Chip8, I will have to understand assembly, and then And then what I was thinking is like if I get Chip8, I don't know how it works, but I think if I get Chip8 working with Winit, if I like sneak in, sneak in my Twitch library, maybe chat can be in Chip8. I don't know if that's possible, but that would be cool. Like I presume you can print words. Like we might not be able to use emotes, but I can just like make some other graphical effect for emotes outside of it. But I think that could be cool. Analog Pocket, yeah. So yeah, let me bring it up. It's kind of crazy what the Analog Pocket actually is. Spec wise, let me bring it up on stream real quick. Where is my browser source? Because this thing is kind of crazy. Like, only it's kind of crazy because like, what should we call it? Why is it really zoomed in? Transform, reset. Because like the resolution is like bigger than most, like the render resolution is bigger than most phones, not phone screens, but like desktop monitors that aren't like 4K or 280p. So this is an Analog Pocket, and like it does a bunch of stuff. Like we could read through this, but it's like whatever. But you can play stuff. You can play stuff. Oh, Exia, thank you for the consistent fimsh and watering me. But yeah, look, it has insane PPI screen, which I think is amazing because like when I was looking at phones, like I think the highest PPI device I've ever had was my Nexus 5 phone, and that was only, I think that was 500 PPI. Anyway, this is the resolution, which obviously if it's running these older games, like it's not actually gonna be using the full. Well, like I guess this allows it to divide the. I don't know how it scales the resolution. I need to look that up. But like I should be able to make games for it and be able to play it on like the hardware itself. Just Game Boy games. I don't know if it can play original ones, but like yeah, I don't know. It's this cool little thing, and I'm taken by it currently. So I must commit myself before I even consider spending money, because it is a lot of money. So yeah. Oh, look at that! I don't know what they're doing there, but look at that! So many keyboards. Well, a display case. Anyway, it's just this little device that can play emulator games ish. You can play original games. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, yo, it can do Game Boy Color. I didn't know that. Well, at least this version is. And Game Boy Advance. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yo, what if I make a Game Boy Advance emulator? Oh, yeah, because it's an FPGA. Yeah, okay. I don't know. There's a lot to learn. I've looked into FPGAs in the past, and they always look so cool. And this is like a commercialized end user FPGA that comes with its own screen and like a bunch of really cool stuff. So don't know. I'm excited. Yeah, it's not a thing just running Linux, correct? If it was that, then I'd be like, it's all right. But no, I'm pretty sure the main board is just an FPGA, and if you really wanted to, you could like reprogram it. Yeah, I have seen one in real life, and it does feel so nice. Like it looks crisp and it feels nice. But I have to learn a bunch of stuff first. Well, yeah, that is my penance in order to get to buying it. So I need to start a new project. Git clone, cargo new. Are we doing it in Rust? Do we do it in Lua? Yo, imagine doing it in Lua, and you make a you make you make a Chip8 you make a Chip8 emulator, a VM virtual machine emulator in Lua, and then for the Pico 8 one, you do it in like something that's not Lua. I don't know. I don't know anything about Pico 8 either. Actually, I like in my brain, Pico 8 is just a step up from Chip8, but that's because they're like the same letters just rearranged and one letter's changed. But I'm wrong, clearly. Clearly. What do I call this? Wait, what's the difference between an emulator and a simulator? See, like, wine is very specifically not an emulator. And we all know this. The three letters are the same, yeah. Because what makes wine not an emulator? Is it because it doesn't, like, it uses Linux memory mapping and all that shenanigans? Or, like, I don't know. Cargo new, how do I make a new project? What do I call it? I guess I call it the ASM chip. I'm just gonna call it the ASM chip. I mean, I might as well slap an A on the end there. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I made the project, so now I can open up my editor and then yeah, look at that. Okay. Let me open up the project we just made. Open, close this. Oh, that was a bit of flickering there. Nice. Well, not nice, but yeah. Mine is not an emulator because it's running instructions directly, but VM often do it with hypervisor stuff, you imagine? You're not sure? Yeah, what is, like... Because they don't recompile it, so it's not native. It can't be native, right? Fishing in RoboRain? Sorry, but no worries. You're in the new followers jail. What's the new followers jail? No worries. You can be as late as you want, by the way. There's no timer on it. You saw PKA on the title. Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning many things. Oh yeah, so we have this Hello World program. This is like the finest art there is to have. Yeah, why am I still big? Someone should tell me to not be. We're doing Chip8 specifically today. We'll see. Am I in followers only chat? No. No? Who turned it on? It doesn't say it is. Settings? You cannot chat. Send mess chat. What the? Oh yeah, look at that. They changed the setting. What the? Like this settings section for my chat. I literally never visit for any reason, and so whenever like a weird setting changes, like I'm like, I fucking had like, there was no like. I didn't accidentally press it, but you're right. There is a 10-minute thing. Yo, I'm sorry about that. That's pretty rude. That's pretty rude. Thank you for alerting me to this. Alert ma. Now I am in followers only. What? Am I? Followers only chat 0 minutes. Followers can chat in if they have followed you for at least off. Thought it was only chat disabled. No, you're not. Thank you. How does that even enable itself? Like, I don't know. Oh well. Oh well, it's fixed. That's oh man. That's like this is not the first time it's happened. Like a little while ago, like subscribers only turned on and I'm like but why? Oh well, just Twitch things, I guess. Just Twitch things. Yo, maybe. Oh, okay, I had an excellent idea. I think what I need to do is whenever I open my overlay, I have it call the API to turn off all of those modes. And that way I just will I'll never run into the problem ever again. Never ever. Anyway, we need to add Winit. I think this is our Winit, our window of choice. Now the question is like, I kinda want to have my own event loop, and you used to be able to do that with Winit, but I'm not sure about that anymore. Fimsh. What is this? Struct app. Window. Application handler for app. Presumed window event. Oh wow, this has changed a lot. Raw window handler, raw display handler, which will allow you to turn to create OpenGL. Yeah, I wonder if I pull out the volcano. Am I in the /run directory? I am. I am. You're right. Yeah, it's just one of my many terabyte drives. So it's in like Run Media, and then it's in the 10 terabyte one. I presume that's what the one stands for. It's probably 10 TB. So I have a 10 terabyte and 8 terabyte one drives just chilling in my computer. Oh, and because my main computer is SSD and only like 500 gigabytes, like there's no way that would be able to handle any of the build files that Rust makes, because that's like, that gets out of hand. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think do I volcano it up? We go back to full roots. Like how does it look these days? Because I only need the very basic, and we only need to be able to modify like either a texture or yeah. It's an eldritch path. Nice. Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. How you doing? Oh,
Sarah Civi subscribed for a total of 3 months.
3.
Owlkaline skimsh, Owlkaline skimsh, Owlkaline skimsh, Owlkaline skimsh.
Thank you for Owlkaline skimshing me. Yeah, I had a diabolical idea just now. I don't think it works, but imagine. Wait, maybe it does work. You just do the entire rendering just in a shader and parsing. Wait, that doesn't work because you need variables and stuff. Unless it does. I mean, I guess it could work. How many resolution is the Chip8? Because it's non-color, right? Yeah, it's just black and white. It's just binary. We can just like pass an array of, or not even just array, just like ones and zeros. Yeah, we could do some binary shenanigans. Pass that to the shader, and then the shader just like does the fancy stuff for the rendering specifically. But then like rendering is free. What's his resolution though? Hang on, I'm looking it up. I'm on the wiki. Hopefully it's like correct. You have 60 hertz timers. Oh, it's 64 by 32. Although these are both divisible by 8. I mean, we could. That'd be kind of like. I mean, it would be more work, but it could be kind of hot. It could be kind of hot actually, because then we were just doing bitwise operators on on how many bytes would that be? So if 1 byte has 8, and we have 64 by 32. Wait, no, that's not 1 byte. Yeah, it is. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, it's 8 bytes by. It'd be 30. We would only be passing in 32 bytes to the shader, and that would be the entire screen. Wait, that might work. That might work. Yeah, I might be. This might be. Wait. That can't be. That can't be. No. Because basically, what I'm proposing, I guess, is if I just go here. I mean, maybe it's not that outlandish. Mind you, I haven't looked at any VMs or how they work. But if we go like pixels here, and we make it an array of ints. Wait, how do I do this? How do I do this? Because it would be like. Oh wait, no, hang on. We only need. How does this work? Sorry, I've just forgotten the syntax for everything right now. Int 32. Because basically what you do is you have, okay, hang on. So you have 32, is it rows or columns? 64 by 32 high, 64 rows and 32 columns. So how does it render? 60, it is width and height, right? Display resolution of 64 by 32. 64 across 32. Yeah. So we do 32, and this is 64. And technically, each of those. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. That's too many. That's way too many. Because it'll be 8 and 8. 8 and 16. 8 and 4. Is 8 and 4? Because I said 12 bytes, right? Because this is by 8, which is 32 bits, and 8 by 8 is 64 bits. 64 rows, and they can be U32. Yeah, they can be in U32. Each row can be a U32. You're right, I could just make the whole row U32. So that's 32 bits, right? 64 rows, each row can be a U32. Oh man, my brain is breaking already. So if the resolution is 64 white, okay. We'll need 64 bits. which wouldn't be a U32, right? That's 32 bits. Maybe U64. I mean, if we wanted to go crazy, we just go U64 by 32. No, that's too many. U32 64 would be functionally the same as bool 32. Yeah. Wait, wouldn't you use U64 by 32 though? Because then each row is just the one binary. Instead of being the first half of the row is a U32 and then the second half of the row is the other U32. Yeah, okay. Okay, and technically we will want to do this, I think. We'll just zero it out. Oh yeah, that's fine. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but that's fine. Gunny, hello. So we go 64 bits to show on off pixels. But then hang on, how does this work in the shader? So the shader needs, wait, this is too much data. How did I work it out to only be like not that many bytes? This is way more bytes than I thought, like bits and bytes. Because this is 2 bytes, so it's 64 bytes. No, that's fine. Well, like, is that right? I think I don't understand what a byte is anymore. Because I know, what I do know is we have 128 bytes free. We have 128 bytes free on the shader. Like, it's absolutely zero performance cost to pass this to the shader. This many bytes. But if this is, oh, this is 2 bytes. Oh, wait. Let me convert this because it would be, if U64 is 2 bytes, 128 over 2, we can have 64 of U64s before we run out. The shader is just going to take XY. The shader does not take XY. The shader already knows XY. And pixels Y 1 of X. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how many bytes this is. This is just 64 bytes, right? It has to be 64 bytes. 64 bits per row, 32 rows, right? There's 64 bytes overall, 64 bits per row, 32 rows. This seems wrong though. Let me look it up. It's 256 bytes. Like some GPUs do have 256 bytes, it's true. But not all of them, and that becomes a problem because then we'll have to use a buffer and it's not free anymore. Wait, but each U64 is 8 bytes. Oh, because of U8. U8 is 1 byte. Oh, yo, they have a U8 by 32 as a type. That's probably crazy, no? I don't know how we even use this. It's probably not advised, especially not when I'm trying to just like do other stuff. Anyway. Mm, 256 and then 8 bytes per row, which is 64 bits per row, and then there's 32 rows. Yeah, okay. So it's 128 over 8. So we only passed 16. Does it matter? Don't know. I could just do 2 draw calls instead of doing a buffer. Yeah, that might be kind of crazy though. Alright, let's get window. Let's get window up and running because like we could be here for a while. Oh, the question was like how do I go about rendering? Triangle? Because I guess there's a few ways we can go about that. What's a self-copy buffer? Oh, push constants, that's what we need. Sorry, I'm just going through some examples to see what the minimum we would need. Although my browser broke. I use this Pixelma. Pixel is a representation of a 2D pixel buffer with explicit image resolution, ideal for making prototyping simple pixel games, animations and emulators, blah blah blah. Oh, they're doing basically what I am already was attempting to do. Oh, this is why I had WGPU shenanigans. How do they do it? Oh, interesting. Ah, thank you for that pan. Hey, fimsh. Renderer. Yeah, so they create shaders and they do clamp to engineers, blah blah blah. Vertex, blah blah. Create vertex buffer, array to array position of texture coordinates. Yeah, they do just use a uniform buffer. Render, command encoder, render target, texture view. Color attachments, blah blah blah, clear color, depth temple. Yeah, okay. Do I want to yoink this? Maybe. Maybe. What is this? Push constants in the example. Did you hear death temple? No. I think I meant to say depth stencil, but it is very close. You're right. What does this do? So this makes a storage buffer. Write to it. Image mark. Because I guess if we were gonna do the texture route, what you'd have to do is because you wouldn't, well, would you? What if we wait? How does draw and direct work? Because like we could draw and direct and just draw one pixel. Well, drawing each pixel individually is like kind of pepega. What I mean by that is if you draw a pixel as two triangles for every single pixel that needs to be displayed, and you use like render draw indirect so it can just like render whenever it needs to, and you don't have to worry about synchronization shenanigans, and like it will like do some instance rendering easiness. Wait, what if I just instance render it? Because then we need to use a buffer anyway, and the triangle can be as big as the screen, and instance rendering, so they just access. We know that's it. That's it. You're done. Okay, hang on. Let me find. Let me find. Because like the thing with instance rendering, well. How does it work normally? You have a texture, and then no, I don't even need to do that. We just use a buffer, and that's it. Cause like we don't need to have the texture for any of them. They don't have a texture. We just like update the buffer when it needs to be rendered, updated, and that's it. I mean, I guess like instance rendering can kinda just like work the same though, because like it's very odd though. It would be very odd to use instance rendering. Or would it? Yeah, it is. Because instance rendering is drawing a triangle or a square or whatever you want. Like drawing the mesh each time individually. Whereas if we just use a buffer and the triangle just draws within itself and we use the UVX thing, then we can just update the buffer when we need to. And the question is, do we use a ring buffer or something else? Just like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We just start with just a singular buffer. Wait. We'll get there. Okay. We can start the programming. Because we'll just need to draw a square once. Not once, like each frame. And have a buffer that we update, and that's it. And that's it. Easy enough. Image self-copy blitz. Let me have a look at this. Because maybe it'll just be easier if we just like update an image. We just have an image, a texture on the CPU side. Nah, buffers where it's at, I think. What is a specialization constant? Well, those are constants. Oh, you're finished. Nice. What is a self-copy buffer? What does this mean? Oh. We could use a compute to create the texture. Does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense. Because we don't need to do that at all. Oh man. There's so many options, like. It's kind of wild. When creating a swap chain, only create plain images. Use some attachments for rendering. We must wrap them in the image view. Since we want to draw to multiple images, we're going to create a different image view for each image. Oh man, this is a lot more work than I remember. Okay, so this uses a uniform buffer of array size, which is good. But this is just compute again, no? Pipeline uniform buffer dynamic. Well, we don't. Yeah, I think I'm just overcomplicating this.
I'm not done. Only chat is done.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, the bitrate is dying. Event flags. What? Okay. So I need a triangle or a square that covers the surface. Yes. And then we need a buffer for the shader about handling textures or synchronization. Just that we update the buffer. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Okay. And then we can just work out the rest when we get there. I guess it's time to start coding. Time to start doing the beep boop. Now, what I do want to do. Oh man, there's so many steps to this. Maybe I do just use a pixels thing because like buffer constants. They have changed a few things, but it's probably fine. Okay, yeah. Let's begin. Let's begin. I found Vulcan. This is how we used to start my projects back in the day. So we need to create the Vulkan instance here and like get the window and all this other shenanigans. So apparently the way to do this these days is we get the library with a clean little unsafe Vulkan library. New. And we just unwrap. We just do a raw unwrap and like if you don't have Vulkan then GG. GG. Of course, we need the required extensions, which we don't need anything fancy, so we just go surface. Extensions? Yeah, required extensions. And then the event loop, which we have no event loop. Okay. I'll just slap in an event loop here. So here, event loop. I will see if the way I used to do things still works. That's not how that works. FN event loop. This might not be the way we go about doing things in the future, but it will be how it is. Okay, we just build, right? There's nothing we need to do. You just build instantly. Why have a builder though? Mm, mm, This returns event loop T. Wait, what's T though? T static event loop T blah blah blah. Oh, this is the window type. Where T is comma static. Oh, it's almost right. Static. Here's how it works. We go t static. Yeah, and then what's wrong with this? Expected reference unknown, found unknown. We just reference it, no? Yeah, yeah. Okay, and then can we have this just return a event loop? Oops. Oh man, this feels so wrong. There's no way this is correct, right? Mismatch types. Event loop. T. Expected T found bool. Found bool. Oh, I need to unwrap this, I think. We'll just presume it works, like why not? Yo, Clunky, welcome in. Found bool. What do you mean found bool? What is build? No function associated with it. Found struct event loop. Expected event loop 2. Found struct event loop nothing. Builder returns a that, and then does build event t. So can I just say the t type is here? Event loop b. What am I doing? I think all we need to do is actually just go event loop this, and then we go events loop new unwrap, and then we just do this for all of them, and then there's no t. Yeah, although having this a function just for this is kind of like a pega. I'm just gonna like pass them into each other, like why not? Vulcan event loop. Okay, that works apparently. Nice. We do need to create the instance. Technically, back in the day, we would make another function for this, but I think it's fine. We need the library. What else do we need? Oh, the Vulcan stuff. Instance. Instance creates info. Yeah, flags. Instance create flags? Yeah, oh man, there's so many, like, enumerate operability. What does that mean? That's okay. Enabled extensions. Required extensions. Oh, I need to unwrap. But anyway, that's a thing for another day. No, not another day, just right now. We'll just unwrap. Just doing raw unwraps all of the time. Instance doesn't exist. Now it does. This probably doesn't exist. Expected arc. Vulcan library. It is an arc Vulcan library. Oh, I don't need to reference it because it's behind a arc reference. Nice. And then here we just unwrap it. Function defaults. Expected function found module default. Hello, Ghosty. What am I looking at? Cannot find library. Did I spell it wrong? Library. Mismatch types. Create info. Takes in. Oh, it's not a reference. We just pass it in entirely. Nice. Felicity, you're 20s behind. 20 seconds behind. Oh, yeah, stream is dying. Stream is dying. Sometimes. Oh. Okay, we unwrap this. This gives us an arc instance. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah. Mm, mm, So I guess maybe what we do. I mean, it's so dumb though. Wow. I want to do this just because it'll be funny. I think maybe it'll be funny. This is an arc. Welcome library. We do this. We return that Vulcan, and then instance is this. So this takes in event loop. Oh yeah, this won't work. We can't chain this. Well, if we just have them, take ownership. Yo, do we do this in a little bit of a functional way? Maybe. And then here, this is event loop. How would this even work? Wait, would it work? Because it takes an event loop Vulcan library, and then this returns all three of them. This okay. The shenanigans. Let's see, loop library. And then this returns arc instance events loop this, and then arc Vulcan library. And we get rid of that. We slap this in here, and then here we just go instance event loop library. Can't find the library. Oh, it would be loop library, so let's loop event loop library equal loop library. And then can I find type arc? What's wrong with arc? Mismatch type. So instance arc instance. Oh, there's a triangle missing. Syntax error. Use of view removed. We just clone it here. Well, technically, if we wanna be, we do this just so we know it's not a real clone. It's just an arc clone. Yeah, the indenting stuff is not good. Wait, so now that we have this crazy thing, what we can do is we go event loop Vulcan instance Okay, let me rename this. So this would be grn Vulkan from events loop. Yeah, from event loop. And then this is grn instance from Vulkan. Wait, now I need to get the physical device. And the queue. Which means, okay. This, I think we make this into a struct. Construct open. I don't know. Why am I doing this? I don't need to do all this. Like, this is a lot of work. Maybe I should just do the pixels thing. Maybe I'll just do the pixels thing. How does it even work? Let me have a look. Samples. It'll be minimal win it, I think. Allow deprecated. Okay. Okay. How do I remove blocking? Uh, same. Can I go add? Is it called pixels? Pixels. Or do you need the event loop stuff still? Event loop. Event loop. Event loop. Yeah. But event loop is equal to event loop. So apparently we create the window from the event loop. Create custom create proxy. Listen to defines owned display handle. Set control flow. Oh, that's gonna be useful. Control flow. When the current loop iteration finishes, immediately begin a new iteration, regardless of whether or not. Probably poll, right? Event loop dots. Oh, you can get the raw FD. Display handle? Pump app events. Run on demand. Oh, create window here. Window attributes. Content protected prevents window from being captured by other apps. Interesting. I guess we just go with title and then Chip8. Just new. What does this return? Does this return the window? Oh, SRN window. Yeah. We'll just unwrap this. Let's max window. Variable does not need to be mutable. Use default attributes instead. Defaults. Right. Size. It needs to know the size. What inner size? Request window specific dimensions. Blah blah blah. Pretty sure inner size is what we want. So vector 2 new 64 by 32. Fail to resolve vector 2 into size. Alright, size logical. And then this is logical size new, passing the parameters of width and height. F64. Okay, that's fine. Pixels. Oh, this is where the pixels thing here comes into it. So let pixels equal let window size equal window dot inner size. Let surface texture is equal to surface texture width and height. And then we return pixels. Window size dot width. Window size dot height. Oh, wait. I think I'm doing this wrong. Any ratio difference between the pixel buffer texture size and surface size will result in the border being added. Oh, okay, so this does the scaling stuff for me. Oh, okay, so if we do, const, pico height, this is a U32, 32, and then, pico width, chip, not pico. width is 64. Because then we have a normal screen size, so like what, 1280 by 720? Question mark? Is that the same ratio? That's not the same ratio because we need 2:1 unless we want a border. I guess we'll see how it looks. Chip width, chip height. It is not like surface texture new. I need the window. Expected a semicolon. Oh yeah, this is where the event shenanigans happen. So, do we have event loop, create proxy? It's a event loop proxy that can be used to dispatch user events to the main event loop, possibly from another thread. Listen to device events. Change if or when device events are captured. Run and run app. Run app on demand. Okay. I guess we just do run then. Good old standard run. Event, active event. Okay, so this is the event and active events loop. Match events, and then let's fill out arms. Memory warning, loop exiting. About to wait. Maybe when the event loop is about to block and wait for new events. Most applications shouldn't need to hook into this event since there's no real relationship between how often event loop needs to wake up. This is not an ideal event to drive application rendering from, and instead applications should render in response to redraw event. Yeah, okay. Stream, suspend, user event, device event, window event, new event. We're on hold currently, right? Why do you have an issue? Am I missing something? Active. Use active event loop. Create window. Active event loop. But here, create window. Function takes 2 arguments. Self and okay, so we need to get self first. These all are self from. What? So from event loop and then dot create window. Mismatch types. Expected active event loop. How did I'm just this doesn't make sense. Save. I don't remember what I went up there to do. Window event. New events. Match events. Fill activation token done. What does this mean? Activation token delivered back, and then we're gonna use what the resize move closed. Keyboard input. Cursor moved, cursor entered left mouse wheel, mouse input. Oh, there's so many events. But here we are. Redraw requested. This is where we want to do pixel shenanigans, I believe. So apparently we want a world, which is part of pixels. That not world is equal to world. Yeah, this is world. Where does world come from? Oh, world is just their struct. Maybe we don't want world. Redraw requested. We'll just have like a draw function, and then we just pass in pixels, and that's it. I think we just have a draw function. Draw pixels. So here we go, fn draw pixels and marks pixels. Pixel. So 4 iron pixel. What is frame? In pixels, frame. This is U8 though. I guess that makes sense if we have chunks. We have 4. OBS is dying still, it's unfortunate. So this is where we do pixel things. Yeah, and then we work out X and Y from here. Because the X would be we mod the chip width, and then the height would be dividing by chip width. We want to like floor it up possibly as U size. And then we do some pixel shenanigans, so we floor save. We mismatch type. Coco build. Oh no. OBS is saying 0. I think that's it. Oh, why is OBS dying? Well, it's more the internet, but anyway. Sucks. Yeah, web pages aren't loading. Alright, that's it. That's it. GG. Ding ding. You know, Rebecca at 0. This is, I'm not even. What? How is it at 0? How are we not dropping frames? Anyway, yeah, I think we're done. Internet is dead. Yo. That's so much time at 0 kilobytes a second. Wait. And it'll have to stop here.